Welcome to day 130 of our BitClout journey. I'm Mike Trasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian. And NFTs are still on fire on BitClout, Brian.
Yeah, so yesterday, Diamond Hands bought $50,000 of the coin of both CloutPunk and Illuminati. I think that sparked what we saw throughout the whole day yesterday when sales were flying. I mean, CloutPunk sold, I think, over $10,000 in NFTs just yesterday alone, following that big investment by Diamond Hands. And Illuminati, they actually sold a bunch too, and some of them are going for close to $3,000 per NFT. And yesterday, Pamela Anderson bid on one of them and won it. I think it was around $1,700. She won one of them. They were I think number 12 from Illuminati. So that's just
what are they
adding more
routing
celebrity status to it. You know, like it's adding more. Everybody knows about it now because Pamela Anderson bid on it. So I think that's great for them. It's CloutPunk. They're blowing things away. I think these are going to be the two main, I guess, NFTs to start things. But I'm sure we're going to see other big series to come as well.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. Who knows where things go from here? It's so hard to predict. There's a CloutPunks, there's a Illuminati, Rowdy Reptilians, but there's also others out there too, like the Naratu ones and the Yogi Cools. And I mean, I'm sure I'm missing a ton of them. There's just so many. And, I think we're just going to kind of see what the community is attracted to. And that's kind of going to determine what people want to collect. But I've noticed a lot of people buying their own CloutPunks and using that as their avatar on BitClout, which I think is really cool. It's kind of
but something I think we're going to see, especially over the next few weeks, I think we're going to see a mad rush of artists come in and try and create series. And I think that's going to oversaturate the market, I feel. So you're going to have to kind of figure out which ones are ones that you think are going to have added value or long-term value, because they're going to need to stand out from the deluge of these series that we see. First mover advantage, CloutPunks, obviously, Illuminati, obviously, because they got the investment from Diamond Hands. But these other ones are all going to be competing for eyeballs and for attention and for dollars. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of bubbles to the top and what kind of just falls by the wayside.
Yeah, like you said, I think we don't know what the real collector's items are going to end up being because the future is a future. But at the same time, everybody's not buying NFTs for the collector's purpose. Some people buy them just because they love the artwork, they love the creation, they like what the artist is doing, they want to support the artist. So, I mean, everybody just has to make up their own mind as far as these NFTs go, but it's definitely brought a lot of excitement onto BitClout.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we're seeing some celebrities jump into this space as well. Yesterday, Pamela Anderson announced that she will be coming out with an NFT. It might be a series. We don't know quite yet what it's going to be about, but that's coming probably within the next few days or weeks. Also, Antonio Brown from the Tampa Bay Bucks, the wide receiver who won the Super Bowl last year, he is actually launching an NFT tomorrow. His username is AB84.
Yeah, Diamond Hands actually bought, I think, 25,000 worth of his coin. So that's exciting. I expect people to really be into whatever he releases. And, you gradually start seeing these artists and these people who are releasing these attractive NFTs, their coin values are gradually going up. It's going to be fun.
So let me ask you something. What do you think's the better buy? To buy the coin of these artists or to buy the actual NFTs? Like, what do you think has a better long-term, I guess, investment? What's a better long-term investment opportunity?
I think it depends on the price of the creator coin. I don't know. I think they're both good buys, but I think it's like, if the artist is already priced really high, then that coin value is not going to be affected as much by each individual NFT that sells and resells on the secondary market as somebody who's lower. But then again, somebody who's lower, their coin value is going to increase because people are going to buy them. So I think it's fun to do a little bit of both. You know, speculate in the artist by buying some creator coin, then speculate in their NFTs if you want. Again,
Well,
this isn't investment advice by any means, but that's what we're doing. Brian and I actually we actually spent quite a bit on CloutPunks yesterday. So you know what our thoughts are, I guess.
yeah, it was kind of a bidding war, right? Ed was actually the one that was bidding, and there was a lot of competition out there for some of these cloud punks.
And
And
it's
something else,
fun.
something else I want to say, I think in deciding whether you're going to buy the creator coin or the actual NFTs, I think are you a collector of NFTs? If you collect NFTs, then NFTs probably make a lot more sense. Also, what are the royalties? So is a creator royalty and coin holder royalties super high? Then maybe you want to buy the coin. So I think it all depends on the situation.
Yeah, and if you're an artist,
For us,
I'm
for
sorry,
us,
breaking up.
I think we're doing both. We're buying some creator coins and we're buying some NFTs.
Yeah, and if you're an artist, I think you really have to pay attention to what you set those founder rewards at. You know, there's an artist royalty and the coin holder royalty. And, and if you have these too high, you're going to scare away collectors because they're going to realize that it's going to be harder for them to sell them on the secondary market. So, you know, 10-10, I think, is a great starting point. 10% to the artist, 10% to the coin. I think that's a good starting point. It's only going to take 20% from the resale value. So I think collectors are going to go for that. If you can make it lower than that, if you can make, you know, the artist royalty lower or the coin holder royalty like maybe 5%, that might even attract more collectors. But personally, I think 10-10 is like a good one. And once you start going a little bit above that, you're kind of getting closer to the area where it might start scaring collectors away. At least that's my point of view.
Yeah, I won't even say collectors. I'd say more investors. So I mean, there's
Yeah.
collectors who just want to own them, and they might not be looking at like short-term gains. But there's also investors who might say, "Hey, I want to buy these, and in 3 months, I want to flip them for sizable gain." But if the combined royalty is like 40%, it's going to take a lot to actually make a gain. So I think you got to look at that. And something else is, if it is lower, you're going to see more churn. It's going to be traded more. And when it's traded, you're actually going to earn more because you're going to get that royalty multiple times rather than once or twice. So just keep that in mind. And I think we'll all learn a little bit as these new NFTs come out and as creators kind of experiment.
If you're an artist, I think you can like maybe if you want to hold those royalties at 10%, 10 and 10, I think you could afford to increase your founder reward a little bit. I think artists on this platform are going to get away with having a higher founder reward than non-artists, just because people buying your coin know that your coin value is going to go up as you sell NFTs. So I think, you know, like traditionally 10% for founder reward, 10 to 15% has been the norm. I think 10% is really good for 10 or lower is really good for non-artists on the platform right now, non-creators, people who aren't creating NFTs, I guess I should say. But if you're an artist, I think 20%, 15 to 20% is fair. And I don't think that's going to scare too many people at all. Again, my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a revenue flow, a revenue stream coming, then you can ask for more. You can ask a premium, and that's what artists should do. They can raise money for themselves, raise money for supply that they need them, and why not increase your founder reward? So that's a good strategy too, I think.
All right, well, I think that's all we have for the news, right? Is there anything else we have today?
I think that's it.
All right, well, talk to you all tomorrow.